Well, welcome to a new Harry's Garage video, and I'm down at Prestige Refinishing for a review. It's part 10, I can't believe it, of the Zagato. Huge amount of progress. Last time I was down here was in March. Aid was working out how he was going to make a tailgate on it. They were going to make it out of metal, which I said, just impossible. No one. It's just unattainable, the tailgate for one of these. And the original was a glass fibre one. Well, the original one I bought it was glass fibre. The original ex-factory is metal, and that was long gone, turned to ferrous oxide many decades ago. So I want to get round, see what they've done on the car, and I can't believe it's actually started to get assembled, because it's just before this car is going to get painted. Hence it's got indicators and all sorts of things. Anyway, I'll call up Sam and we'll have a guided tour, see what they've been up to. Well, great to see you again.
Yeah,
and what progress you've been doing. Hey, yeah, because I mean it's quite a gap since I was last here, and I was just trying to think, when I was last here we didn't even have the door skins, did we?
No, we were making door skins.
Yeah.
Frames were done, but I hadn't done the door skins.
Yeah.
So we've made the door skins, put them on.
How did that go?
Yeah, no, they weren't too bad actually.
Yeah.
So if you see the video, you can see we were going to fold those up on a brake press machine.
Yeah.
But then you decided.
Yeah, it folded it too much, and then what it done, it put a hollow above it.
Oh.
So we scrapped that, and I made another one, and I rolled the line in on the wheel.
I think there's a clip of that, isn't there? I think
there
you
is,
were just making that. Because it looks, layman, I look at that, oh, it's flat bit of metal with creasing. No, it's not at all.
No. And it's got a crown on it as well, and there's more shape there than there is there, and it's got a slight crown that way as well.
God.
So we've put all that in.
Wow.
And then fold the swages, which I did on the edges on the English wheels.
Yeah, it
as
was
well.
quite tricky, wasn't it?
Yeah, to get curved, right?
Keep it in line.
Thank God it's not a four-door. Yeah, well, I'm going to chuck those sort of clips you sent me over, just so you see how you got that form of that door in.
This one's just been folded, and now we're going to shape it, same as this one, to fit the door. Shaping our second door skin to get it the same as the other one. Now I'm going to put crown in it, which is a curve in that direction and this direction, but the front part of this has a bit more than the back part. Now I'll put a rubber band on the top wheel, so it will only stretch the metal in one direction. You can see the curve in there already. There's only a few passes. So that will curve it that way, but it won't curve it this way, which is what we don't want. I've got hardly any pressure on there, so I'm just using it to planish the marks out.
The other amazing thing when you took the door skins off was what was underneath, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't expect to see that.
Really door skin.
Yeah.
in the right colour. I hadn't even cut it off.
Yeah.
It's straight over the top.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes it really fat on the top of the door.
Yeah.
Makes the door skin
and
stick
also the
out.
moisture would get in between that and just
rot it out.
Which is what it did.
Yeah. And the one thing you haven't actually done yet is cut the hole, isn't it? That's the very
That's our
last bit.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the door latches are in, door catches, doors line up. Just got to cut the door handles in.
Well, I've got my templates that I made.
Oh,
They're
right,
still up there
on the
with
wall,
the handle holes. So we're going to put that back, put them templates back on the door. Check the handles are in the right place, because we don't know with them.
I see.
They could be wrong.
Okay.
You've actually strengthened up the part of that door skin, so there's a double skin there behind that to strengthen up where the door handle.
And where a mirror would go, I've put a strengthening plate behind there as well. So if you do put a mirror on there, it's not going to flap about.
Right.
Depending on the skin.
Yeah. I don't know. On both sides.
On both sides, I think,
I think on one of your other videos you can see the inside of the door and you can see that plate.
Yes.
Big spot welding
Well,
in.
and the bit I can't get over, I just round to the front. You've actually started to attach indicators, the grille, that sort of thing. You've made a hole there, haven't you?
Yeah, we cut that back, and if you remember on the earlier videos, this hole was in the wrong place and it was rotten, so Adie's made a new panel for that, and then I just measured it up and cut those in. To see. So we just literally hang the bits and pieces on that we needed to check before obviously I take over and start the painting process, just to dummy fit everything, make sure it fits, and I'm going to gack everything perfectly, and
check all the swage lines.
Yeah.
Well, the swage lines are this.
These are swage lines.
This has only got one coat of primer on it at the moment. Yeah. I'll block all this off and then I'll take the primer process from here to the next stage, and then I'll know it's perfect.
Right. Well, let's go to your starter around the back. A new tailgate. Yeah, a metal tailgate. There it is, and it's we can stand here. It just it looks perfect, absolutely perfect. The whole. I just came in actually just before I started recording. That's VW like shut lines.
Oh, we haven't actually finished those yet.
No,
I've got. I'll make those absolutely perfect.
That's pretty damn close for a first go, and then
that's just in metal. The tailgate. So once I address these, I'll get these absolutely perfect.
Oh, it's amazing.
Change up the lines around the back.
Just the horror of all this, wasn't it? The filling, remember it, and the gats, and just astonishing. Now, you've sent me some details of doing this. This looks an utter mare to me, wasn't it?
It was. I had to make it in various sections.
Yeah.
Because obviously you couldn't make it all in one. So the underneath is made in 6 sections. To get this roll here, I had to make that in 2 bits and then weld it down the middle. Lord. And then the front bit, and I put strengthening plates in there so it doesn't tweak on the corners. And then I had to make this raised section, which is a separate piece that I then welded it onto that to make that.
Numerous pieces then. I wouldn't like to count
and then
how many pieces.
The top skin was made in 4 sections as well. The 2 side bits, the top and bottom. The worst bits to make were these side bits.
Really? Just nothing to play with?
No, and because there's so much shape in them. They're slightly curved that way, and then they're curved that way, and then they're rounded over. So it was a mare to make.
No.
Plus, you've got to put the sides on it. Straight down as well.
Plus it has a drop side.
If you look on
this side.
If you look down there.
Let's see if we can just get that on camera. Down there.
So you've got the rolled edge there, and then the top skin is a 90 degree.
Well, and the way it just.
And that holds the strength. So Adie was having a bit of trouble trying to get the roll on it. We put in that edge on because there's the strength.
Good Lord. So you're not going to be making many of those?
No.
Yeah. Well, I'm hugely
that.
Impressed. And you would never know. And it's the final icing on the cake really of this car.
And here's the old one.
The glass fibre one, which you can quite understand why they just fit that rather than trying to make another one. It's been unattainable for decades, isn't it? We did have a search, didn't we? And just don't exist, do they?
Well, if you get one, it's going to be rotten anyway.
Yeah. And then your glass obviously fits.
Glass went straight in. It's lovely.
Yeah. I ought to just drop in some of the rolls of you actually making that tailgate, because there are a number, and it is an absolute masterpiece.
This is our frame all done, and I've coated it with zinc primer. And what we've done was all the sections that I made, because I made the outer skin in 4 sections, I screwed them onto the frame while it was on the car to get them all in the right position, and then tack welded them, and now welded them all up, coated the inside. So now I'm about to put the outer skin back on, which it will all drop back into the same screw holes, so I know it's in the right position, and I'm going to weld this up now. Here's our tailgate, welded up. I've welded it all up now. Tried it in the hole, it all gaps up nice. So now I've got to just put a skim of filler over it, because I've had to weld it through
All spotted at the top.
Spotted at the top. And when I looked at an original one, that's how they're fixed, because it's got this little return lip here, and I couldn't get the spot weld tongs in there, so I had to MIG that through the top, drill and MIG it, but the rest of it's spot welded. And there it is. All gaps up nice. It's nice and solid. Nice and rigid.
Had the glass in.
We've had the glass in, but I'm now going to tidy it up with a bit of filler and let it go to the paint shop.
Last bit of metal
Last bit of metal, yeah.
on this car. Well done.
Yeah, we fitted these in just to see, make sure they fit, and the rubbers actually touch the panels. I've got a little bit of sorting out just that one, just to make it fit perfectly. But if you look on this one, this one's pretty good actually. So I've got no adjustments on this one. I think Gordon sorted out new rubbers or new seals for these. So they'll be fitted once they go in and done.
I'm trying to think. This sounds daft. Which is Aid's metal and which is Zagato's metal? This was that was still there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This lights around was still there. This
here somewhere, wasn't it?
It's from about there. Yeah, just under here. Did you make the new right up to the number plate?
No, I come through here because I just had to put this little swage line in. It comes through about here.
Right. You'd never know, would you? I have to look underneath because that's just a master class. All that folded under there. That double bowl, wasn't it? You called it bowls. The way there was so much curve there. So this is now, the metalwork is now finished, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is it. Yeah.
Well, apart from cutting the door handles in.
Who's doing that?
Well, we'll both line those out. Once it's lined out, it doesn't matter. I'll probably line those out at the end.
And that tailgate, I know it was the last bit. That took a few days, didn't it? 8 odd days to work it all out, wasn't it? In the end.
Yeah, it's just the fiddly bits when you're trying to work out what was what.
Yeah.
If you didn't know one, it'd be loads quicker. But.
No, but we know it's metal. I know there'll be very few of these cars with metal tailgates on it, the front. But it's just going around the front just to see it with its grille. It really does feel as though we're getting somewhere now. And we also say the colour. We ought to discuss the colour because we now know the colour. But since my last visit, I was sent that photograph. Someone spotted it that his father owned this car when it was only a few years old, and in the photo album was a photo of this car which she sent to me, and that was a reddy orange when I saw it. You took the door skins out, there they all are.
That's the original top part of the door skins.
And that's that one polished there.
That is your colour.
And that is it. So that is the colour we're going to go. And when I saw that, I thought that's very close to my Espada, Lamborghini Espada, and I'm now going to just show you a photograph of the Lamborghini Espada, which I couldn't believe.
Yeah.
How close?
Well, that is actually.
Blimey.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it when I saw it, and it's like an orange red, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
But it's near. I mean, it's near identical to my Espada, which is where it parks in the garage next to the Espada.
Yeah.
And I never thought it'd be that close.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can mix an extra pot of paint, and I can have touch up on the Espada as well as the Lancia.
Yeah.
But so that's the colour of it. But I've also put the black stripes across the front as well.
Yeah.
Because that's the look of the 1600s, and that's what I remember. So we've got to do that. But you're basically on paint now, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Just got to get the bonnet up. It's a little bit of tweaking on the bonnet, and then I'm on the rest. So yeah, it should be pretty close now.
It's a little bit flat here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit flat there and a little bit bowed there, which will adjust.
So how do you do that? What do you mean by adjust?
Well, see the edge?
Yeah, I can see that.
It's level there, and it's virtually level there, but you've got an edge, so there's not enough shape in that bonnet.
Right.
So I'm going to tweak that.
Yeah, we'll tweak that and flatten this side
Yeah.
With hammers again?
No, I'll put a rubber mallet in there and just ease it.
Right.
Just work it well
Just bend
to add a little bit of
Remember
bend.
this bonnet, it's not got any, it's only been primed since you first done the little rust repairs at the front, so it's not been tweaked, this bonnet, so it's actually
bare metal, so it'll easily tweak and we can sort that out.
So this is where that filler would have come in on the previous tab. He might have just got his
these
5 kilo
wings
pot.
were full of it, weren't they?
Yeah.
So they would have shaped the filler to match that bonnet.
Yeah.
So now we've taken all the filler out of it. Then the bonnet just needs a slight tweak.
So that one as well, you're going to lower that then?
Yeah, this one's got to be lowered there on that edge from there to there, and then that one needs another.
Has that valley there.
Yeah, this would bring up.
So that's the only thing that's really showing up since refitting everything.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole idea. Like Sam said, we'll put everything on.
Yeah.
So all these little bits and pieces you find out now rather than later.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be addressing anything once it's painted.
And then you know everything fits.
So almost no filler is required during the paint, isn't it? It's very
that's more or less
nothing.
Everything's more or less there.
Yeah. What a difference that is. Well, that's great to see. Yeah. So glass there. You've got windscreen there. I see.
Yeah. New windscreen
going in.
We haven't put that on dummy fitted this yet.
Yeah.
But that'll we'll try that on before it's painted.
You say that is so thick. It's 5-6 mil thick, isn't it?
I think it's even 8. It's probably about 8 mil actually.
8 mil. Just why is it so heavy? I wonder. Very odd.
It's laminated screen.
Yeah.
It fits in the rubber.
Yeah. So dare I ask about progress from here?
Well, it'll come on quite quick actually. We can probably from Monday. We'll be blocking this all off.
Blocking it off.
Blocking it all off. We'll do another. Well, we'll video the next coat of primer ready for paint.
Yeah. And the paint process, you have to leave it between coats. I don't.
Paint progress is going to come on quite quick, and then we'll get it in the booth. We'll video the whole process of me actually applying the paint. It'll probably take about 5 coats. So I'll do that in 2K.
Yeah.
Which is a straight paint, and then I'll lacquer it on top. So.
Right.
And it'll be absolutely perfect.
That's weeks. We're talking because
We'll probably need about 2 weeks.
2.5
weeks, and the remember I've got to do the inside.
Oh yes, do that black.
That's got to be done black. So that's probably going to take me about 5 days to get the underside and the under the bonnet painted, and then once that's all done, then I can paint the top.
Right, and that's that. Really
that's
under that seal,
all under the arches, underneath the car, inside and out, and that's it.
Well, it's been wonderful to watch the progress on it, I have to say. And Adrian, thanks so much for all your input, your master's work. I know it's been hugely popular on YouTube, and I've just been amazed. Each time I got another clip from Sam, it's just addictive viewing.
I enjoy doing something like this.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you're not actually full time, are you now?
No,
you come in for these special projects, so yeah.
She was.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's great to see a master at work, and to see it change colour. We know the colour. It sort of feels like an end of a journey. We're over. It's nearly a year. It's been here now, actually. Yeah. So you probably want your shed back anyway. Don't you? Yeah.
On to Dino next.
Dino next. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Well, that was great to see this and see the progress that's been made on this. It really feels that it's going to get a real move on in the next few weeks, and we'll finally get this back into colour. And I actually went to Day and White's a couple of days ago just to see the engine and the subframe. It is just a picture, and I can't wait to see that installed in here. That yellow cam covers, the bigger carbs, the tweaked engine. First of all I've got to run it in, but it's just coming together better than I dared hope this car. Bits in the interior we've got to do and that sort of thing, but you'll follow the journey over the next few weeks. But for this one, hope you enjoy this video. If you have, well, keep subscribing, keep watching, more videos coming on very soon.